Generosity is possible when we are able to embrace unconditional way of being. Generosity really enriches us. When you are being generous, you have opportunity to free yourself from your weaknesses, such as when you are giving some dollars, you are freeing yourself from attachment to money. Or when you are giving your body or your speech or your mind, you are freeing yourself from attachment to body, speech and mind. This is something we must truly understand, because how long you can hold on to your body? You cannot hold on to your body for very long. Generosity is like that. Generosity is to have no attachment to whatever you are most attached to. Therefore, when you are generous, you are not helping other person as much as you are helping yourself if you are truly capable of being generous. When you are being generous, other person will read in a temporary help, but you will really receive ultimate and long-lasting help. So when we think about generosity, we are being independent from our weaknesses. So this is the most important part of generosity. That is why when you give, there is no giver, there is not receiver, there is nothing to give, because all these things are our illusion. Again, freeing ourselves from illusion is the ultimate generosity. So this is the way we are not used to it. So point here is we are not practicing ourselves. When you have opportunity, we are not practicing. So this is the problem with us: lack of exercise in free ourselves from attachment. So that's why Buddha described, out of 6 paramitas, 6 transcendental wisdom, first thing he taught was generosity, then discipline, then patience, then diligence, then contemplation, then wisdom. So it's like a linear in that way. So he described the generosity first, because that is the easiest part for us, and that is most meaningful part for us to gain strength, so that we will be able to continue on the mindful path. Not being a hypocrite, then you are being generous. If you are not being a pretentious person, then you are being generous. If you are not wearing mask to cover yourself up, then you are being generous. Generosity is allowing your essence to radiate. And that is the generosity. So, we are not lacking in anything. Once, one of the devotees at the time of Buddha, and this person had nothing to offer to Buddha, because he was not materially, surrounded him. But he was near the river Ganges. There was sand, plentiful sand. He just offered the sand, a handful of sand each time, and offered to Buddha, handful of sand offered to Buddha. Because he was able to see this sand is sacred. It doesn't need to offer a gold, silver, a diamond. For him, the sand is also sacred. because nothing is not sacred. So being able to see that everything is sacred, being able to see yourself as a divine being, and it's also generous act. So generosity is so profound. Generosity is so beautiful, because you being able to open yourself up to receive everything is also generosity. Generosity must be really seen for you to enrich yourself than just giving something. So the benefit from generosity is immeasurable. You have no idea how much benefit you will have by being generous. Once you understand unconditional generosity, you will be willing to give your body, speech, and mind. So when you are willing to give your body, speech, and mind, money is the smallest thing, because nobody can buy your body, speech, and mind with money. That is the real generosity. Freedom from attachment is the real generosity.